Ben Thompson. There's breaking news tonight. In tonight's news, we'll go through deep within the jungles of Vietnam for an actual account of what's going on in the war right now. Yes, you heard me right. It is a war. Today, the campaign for Vietnam advisors has just declared that it's all-out war now. After being attacked in the last week, we found out that at least 1,300 U.S. soldiers are wounded and at least 300 have been killed. And now the Senate has voted a war against Vietnam. In this broadcast, I will also actually recount to you how the Vietnam War started, a little bit about Vietnam, and our local weather and sports. And for an actual interview with the Vietnam War, Ben Thompson, lead anchor on World News Tonight, and this is General Harkins. He's our main general who's control of all troops in Vietnam right now. So, General, how many troops do you plan to send to Vietnam?
Currently, there's an estimate of around 100,000 troops being sent to Vietnam.
These are via draft, am I correct?
Yes.
And what is the kind of warfare in Vietnam, since we haven't had experience in that part of
the Vietnamese are using guerrilla-like tactics where they jump onto and cut the forest, the foliage areas around in the forest, in the jungle. And we had a standoff where no one was passing each other until the Vietnamese used a trail called the Ho Chi Minh Trail.
Now, who exactly are the Vietnamese that we're afraid of? Are they north, south, east, west?
We are currently fighting the North Vietnamese.
And I heard that the soldiers have given them a funny nickname. Charlie? Is that what they call him?
Yes.
Yeah, the man in black pajamas. Yeah, I heard about the Ho Chi Minh Trail. I was wondering if you could elaborate what this is.
What it was is, like in North Korea, when we were fighting on the peninsula, there was no way to get around since there's water around. But in Vietnam, they have a trail that goes around the Vietnamese country and comes into South Korea, which is on our flank.
How do you feel about the protesters in Washington, D.C.?
I think they should try to cool it down a little bit. They're really hurting the morale of our troops down there. I'll now bring a report on the protests gathering around Washington, D.C. Since the war started, there have been hundreds upon hundreds of protesters gathering around Washington, D.C., screaming chants like peace, not war. The police are stationed at the scene and have even had to break up multiple riots, which is ironic because protesters would like peace in the North Vietnam are causing chaos in the states here. One riot getting dangerously close to the Congress building, forcing the National Guard to be brought in an attempt to keep control.
Sounds like Christmas in my house. Alright, now look at our country's weather. It's 83 degrees in our fair city of San Francisco. Report, we've got some Vietnam footage, which was taken by one of our cameramen who was in bed with his squad. But, we're showing this after commercial, but I would like to warn you, it is pretty graphic, so if you have some small children, I suggest they move out of the room.
I'm Ben Thompson from World News Tonight, and I'm going to talk to you about the Beatles' new album, Let It Be. The Beatles have been around for about 1 year since now, and they've been in England and been touring the United States. Their best album, Let It Be, includes such good songs as Two of Us, I've Got a Feeling, and also Let It Be itself. The Beatles, with a combination of guitarist John Lennon, and vocals John Lennon, the Paul McCartney vocals / bass, Ringo Starr, drummer / vocals, and George Harrison, bass / vocals. All these people combined in a great album to give it 10 out of 10 stars. My personal opinion on that album is that it's a must-have in any hometown. In fact, if you don't have this album, I would say that your CD collection, your album collection, is very obsolete.
There he is! Let's go, let's get him out of here! He's hurt! Got him in the jugular. Damn it. Gotta put pressure on it. Get camera! Alright, we got our wounded here. We're about a mile out from where we were ambushed. Just called in some Hueys, so we're gonna head for them. I'll radio in and see if they can spot the smoke.
But then he got hit in the left jugular. You think it's gonna be a while? We're gonna need medevac immediately. Right now, I'm just gonna tip him up right now, okay? He's gonna be okay, right, man? He's going back to Missouri. He's going home after this one. Oh. Get down, man. Get down. Okay.
chopper. I got you. Fire in the hole! Clear! Let's get him out of here. You got him? We're clear? Yeah, we're clear. Where are the Hueys? I'm gonna go out and smoke them. Okay, we're about a about a mile away from the Ho Chi Minh Trail. So we're pouring in North Vietnamese right now. We got about a mile to go to our first major U.S. military base. Choppers. There's a clearing about maybe 2 yards from here. I'm gonna run up there and see if I can see it. Go down, man. Go down. No, I gotta do it, man. I'm going. No, man. I'm going. Oh! Oh, God. Cameraman, get down! Wake up! Wake up! Oh my God!
Razor 1, we are in position to pick up. Razor 1, do you read me over? This is Huey 5, we're in pickup. What location? Razor 1, over. We are taking some heavy firing. We're coming in. I'm trying! Razor 1, we're trying to pick you up, over. Razor 1, give us the coordinates. This is Huey for the pickup. Where are you, over? Razor 1, please reply, over.
Well, that video was very graphic, and unfortunately we did lose a cameraman in that. What do you think about that video?
I personally think it was very dramatic and epic, but I do think that it does show a good depiction of how it is going in Vietnam. The following editorial opinions and views do not reflect the station's or its providers' opinions and views in any way.
Well, what can I say? That was a very graphic image of what really goes on over there and what our soldiers have to go through. What do you think?
I think it is a very good depiction of how it's going in North Vietnam, how the North Vietnamese are using guerrilla tactics and coming in and ambushing our troops.
My heart goes out to those family members who lost their loved ones in that, and I'm just shocked at what happened. So that pretty much wraps up our news tonight. Thanks for watching Channel 7 WK.